Hello dear learners, this is Sindhu Sarkar, an English teacher, English version senior section, Milestone School and College. Welcome you all to our online class. I hope you all are fine by the grace of Almighty and you have started this year magnificently. Dear students, I think you all are collecting all the informations properly and you are paying attention through the Zoom classes and online classes. Okay, dear students, today I am going to start a new lesson with you. Before going to start a new lesson, I am going to ask some questions from the previous lesson. So, first question for you, what is an email? An email is the way of exchanging messages among the people by using electronic devices. Yes, dear students. And it is very much important now at the present time, and the full form of the email is electronic mail. Now, dear students, second question for you. Can you remember the parts of the email, the parts that was discussed actually in the last class? Can you remember what are the parts of the email? Yes, dear students, first one, we have to write from, that is address of the sender. Then to, that is address of the recipient. Then send. In case of send, you have to write day, date and time properly. Okay, dear students. Then salutation. What is that? Salutation. Yes. In case of salutation, suppose in case of informal email, you are writing dear friends, okay, dear Karim or Rahim, like this. Okay. Then main body of the email. Main body. And then closing part. In the closing part, in case of informal email, you are writing your friend or like this, but in case of formal email, you are writing yours faithfully or sincerely like this. Then you are writing your name. So these are the basic parts or main parts of the email. Dear students, I think all of you can remember it and you will learn it properly so that you can write down in your exam copies properly. Okay, dear students, all of you have learned the previous lesson properly. It's a great work by you. Now, dear students, we are going to start our today's lesson. Our today's CW number, OCW number 9. And today we are going to start an important part of the sentence today. Can you remember that? Yes. That is adverb. You know, all of you know that it modifies verb, but we are going to learn it today differently because adverb does not modify only verb also, it modifies all the parts of speech except noun, pronoun or interjection. So dear students, at first you have to learn the definition of the adverb. So write it down, definition. The parts of speech that modifies all the parts of speech except noun, pronoun and interjection and even a whole sentence is called an adverb. Write it down properly. Okay, dear students, now we are going to start. How does it modify all the parts of speech except noun, pronoun and interjection? At first, it modifies verb. If I give an example here, it will be clear to you. Usain Bolt runs quickly. Here, quickly is modifying here verb runs. Okay, dear students. So, quickly adverb is modifying here verbs. How? Quickly. Okay. You will get the answer if you make question with the how. And sometimes with the time also, when you will get the answer. If you use when, you will get the answer. Now, it also modifies adjective. He is a very good student. He is a very good student. Here, very adverb is modifying adjective good here. He is a very good student. Have you understood? Okay, dear students, now adverb modifies preposition also. How does it modify preposition? If I give an example, it will be clear to you. I am telling you that, dear students, I am just before you. I am just before you. Here, just, adverb and before is preposition here. So this just here, adverb is modifying preposition before. Okay, dear students, have you understood? I think all of you have understood. Okay, dear students, now an adverb modifies conjunction also. How? Look at the example. He couldn't work properly because he was injured. Here, properly is, modifying because, here because conjunction. So in this way, an adverb modifies conjunction also. Okay, dear students. Now, dear students, an adverb modifies the whole sentence also. How? How does it modify whole sentence? If I give an example, it will be clear. Look at the sentence. I go there. Generally, if I tell I go there, that means you are understanding that you go there. This is a present indefinite tense. But if I use sometimes at the beginning of the sentence, sometimes I go there. So sometimes here an adverb is changing the whole sentence, is modifying the whole sentence. So an adverb modifies the whole sentence. Now, dear students, we are going to learn the use of adverb. Okay. Okay, dear students, now use of adverbs. First one, after intransitive verb, we use adverbs. An example is given, and I am giving, I am explaining it later. Now, after the object of transitive verb, after the object of the transitive verb, we use an adverb. Then, at the start of the sentence, we also use an adverb. Before adverb, we also use adverb. Okay, before preposition, we use adverb. You have learned it earlier. Then before adjective, we also use adverb. Then before principal verb, we also use adverbs. So these are the ways of using adverbs actually in the sentences. Dear students, now I am making it clear with the examples that I have written here. Okay, for the benefit of you. Here, first one. After intransitive verb, we use adverb. This is intransitive verb. Walks slowly. Now, can you remember what is intransitive verb? The verb that doesn't take object is called intransitive verb. Okay, the verbs which have not any object is called intransitive verb. Here we have not any object. If you make question with what, you will get, if you do not get answer, or whom, by using whom, in that case you will get the intransitive verb. Here he walks slowly. So here this is walks in the intransitive verb. This walks here intransitive verb, and this is adverb. This is adverb. Okay, adverb, and this is intransitive verb. Intransitive verb. Okay. Now second one, after the object of transitive verb. After the object of transitive verb. Transitive verb, so always takes object. Here they completed the work, completed the work. Completed what? The work. So if you make question with what and who, you will get the answer. It will be called transitive verb. So here completed what? The work. So this completed is transitive verb. So after the object, here after the object of transitive verb. This is transitive verb. This is transitive verb, and then object, and you are getting here adverb. Okay, dear students. So here after the object of the transitive verb, we are getting adverb. Okay. Now, dear students, at the start of the sentence, we have told you earlier that at the start of the sentence, or at the beginning of the sentence, we use adverb. Okay. We gave example earlier that sometimes I go there, but here generally he helps me. So here this one is adverb, and this one modifying the whole sentence. Okay. So at the start of the sentence we use adverb also. Now before adverb we also use adverb. Before adverb we also use adverb. How? Look at here. Quickly, adverb. And this very is also adverb. I have told you earlier that an adverb modifies an adverb also. That means an adverb modifies an adverb also. Here this one also adverb. Okay, dear students, now an adverb modifies preposition also. I mean it is used before, here before preposition we use adverb. Before preposition we use adverb. So here this one is preposition and we are using adverb here. So look at the position of using adverb. Then next one, dear students, before an adjective we can use an adverb. Okay, before an adjective we can use an adverb. How? This punctual is an adjective, and we are using here adverb. Okay, dear students, now before principal verb. Do you know principal verbs? The main verb of the sentence is called principal verbs. Okay, there are a lot of supporting verbs, helping verbs also, but in this sentence you are getting here principal verbs. This is principal verb. And before principal verb we are using adverb always. It indicates he always completes his work. Okay, it is here adverb always. So in this way, dear students, we can use an adverb. By following this way you can use adverbs. Okay, dear students, now we are going to learn the kinds of adverb. Okay, dear students, now look at the board. We can learn the dear students, now we are going to learn the kinds of adverbs. Here, first one, interrogative adverbs, relative or conjunctive adverbs, then simple adverbs. So we have got three types of adverbs based on the function. We have got these three types of adverbs. Okay, dear students. So now we are going to learn it by example. First one, interrogative adverbs, the adverb that makes question. Here, where. Okay, these adverbs indicating place, where do you live, and it makes question. If an adverb makes question, it will be called an interrogative adverb. Okay, now relative or conjunctive adverbs. Dear students, relative or conjunctive adverbs. Here is the, here you will get a slight difference between relative and conjunctive adverbs. I have given here two examples. First one, I know the place. The place is here antecedent. Antecedent. Okay, relative pronoun or relative adverb. If you get that, okay, before relative pronoun or relative adverb, you get this antecedent. Okay, here. So here adverb. This adverb is called relative adverb. This adverb is called relative adverb. Here. But in case of number two example, I know where he lives. You are also getting here adverb, but look at the difference. You are getting here antecedent, and antecedent is silent in the next sentence. In the example number 2, you are not getting any antecedent. But here, I know where he lives. The place is silent here. Antecedent is silent here. If you get the antecedent silent, in that case, it will be called conjunctive adverb. Okay, here conjunctive adverb, you may call the second one conjunctive adverb and the first one relative adverb. So this is the slight difference between these two sentences. Okay, first one is relative adverb and second one is conjunctive adverb. It is so because you are getting here antecedent, and here number 2, in case of number 2, antecedent is silent. This is why. Okay, dear students, now we are going to learn simple adverb. All the adverbs, rest of the adverbs are called simple adverbs, and we are going to learn it. There are many kinds of simple adverbs. Okay, dear students, now pay attention to the simple adverb. Okay, dear students, now simple adverb can be this type of adverbs. Okay, can be divided into this type of adverbs. At first, adverb of time, adverb of place, adverb of manner, adverb of degree, adverb of frequency, adverb of order, adverb of affirmation and negation, and adverb of cause and effect. I have written here some examples so that I can make you understand the things properly. Okay, dear students, here first one, adverb of time. It indicates time. Do it now. Here you are getting the answer. Do it now. It indicates time. Okay, dear students. So it is an adverb and it indicates time. So it is adverb of time. Okay, dear students. Now I can here adverb of place. Stand here. So it indicates place here. Okay, this here indicates place. If I give one more example, it will be more clear to you. Go there. Go there. So here, this there also indicates an adverb, and this there is indicating here also place. Okay, now he was driving carelessly. He was driving carelessly. It indicates the manner. Actually, the way people do the work, it indicates manner. So here, this carelessly indicates manner. Okay, dear students. Now, if I give one more example, it will be more clear to you. Okay, she did the work attentively. She did the work attentively. Here, she did it attentively. So here it indicates also manner. Okay, dear students. Now adverb of degree. I am quite happy. It indicates, in case of degree, how much. Okay, it indicates how much. Here you can write this quite is an adverb, you know. Now, if I give one more example, it will be more clear to you. The work is almost done. So here, this almost is an adverb. This almost is an adverb. Okay, dear students. So this is the way, we can learn adverb of degree. It indicates how much. Okay. Now adverb of frequency. In case of adverb of frequency, they go to school regularly. Okay, they go to school regularly. It indicates the actually time. How often they do it. Okay, if I give one more example, it will be more clear to you. They go to school regularly. They take part or they do it daily. So this one is also an example of adverb of frequency. Okay, write it down in your CW copy. Then adverb of order. Adverb of order, in case of adverb of order, you get actually the position, when. Okay, she came first. So it indicates the position. That means early. Okay, she came first. Now if I write one more example, it will be more clear to you. He came last. He came last. So here this last and adverb of order. Okay, dear students. So these are the examples of adverb of order. Now adverb of affirmation and negation. So it indicates the affirmative sense and negative sense. Okay. Here look at the example. Yes, he did it. So this yes is indicating here. This yes is indicating here the affirmation. Okay, and the next one here, no, he didn't come. So here this no is indicating here the negation. Okay, dear students. So adverb of affirmation and negation, you will get this type of sense, yes or no sense. Okay. Now adverb of cause and effect. So adverb of cause and effect, here he is ill, so he cannot go to his school. So you know cause. What's the cause? Your cause is ill, and so he cannot go to college. So there is a cause and effect in these sentences. Okay, he is ill, and this so is an adverb. So he cannot go to school. Okay, dear students. Now I will give you one more example. Okay, dear students, now I am giving one more example in case of adverb of cause and effect. If I write here, I therefore missed the bus. So here is also you are getting cause and effect, because I was late, most probably that's why. This is the cause and I didn't get the bus. So I therefore is a adverb here. Okay, dear students. Now sometimes you make mistake with the adjective and adverbs. That's why I am going to give you the clear idea about the use of adverb and adjective. Okay, if I make the difference, it will be more clear to you, and you will be able to identify the adjective and adverb clearly. Okay, dear students, now look at the board. Okay, dear students, for the benefit of you, I have written here some sentences so that you can identify the adverb and adjective properly. Okay, dear students, take a look here. He is a fast bowler. Whenever you are watching game, cricket, sometimes you are telling that he is a fast bowler. Okay, so here he is a fast bowler. Fast, here bowler, noun. You know, or we know that before noun we get adjective. Okay, so this is noun, bowler, and this one will be adjective. Sometimes you make mistake, but look at the position of the words, parts of speech. Before noun you get generally adjective. Okay, distance. Okay, now here he runs fast. Here after verb we have told that after intransitive verb in the outside of our class we have told that after intransitive verb we get adverb. Okay, dear students, here so runs verb and then first is adverb. So it will be adverb, not an adjective. It will be adverb. Now iron is a hard metal. I have told you that before noun we get an adjective. Here metal noun, and this one is adjective. Okay, this hard is adjective. Now they work hard. Here verb, after verb we get transitive verb, we get adverb. So this hard is adverb. Okay, dear students, so it will be an adverb. Okay, now he is an early riser. He is an early riser. So here riser noun, riser it indicates riser, who, early riser. Okay, then here early, before noun we have told you that before noun we get an adjective. So it will be an adjective. Okay, dear students, now in case of number 3, here look at here, you are getting same word, but here look at the use of the words. Actually here she came early. This is verb, and this early is here an adverb, because after verb we are getting here adverb, but here early we are getting here before noun. Look at the difference between these two. Before noun we are getting early, that's why it is an adjective. Before after verb we are getting an early, so it will be called an adverb. Okay. By the same process, in the first and second sentence also we get here. Here first, before noun we are get here. Before noun we are getting here first. That's why it is an adjective. Here after verb we are getting here first. That's why it is an adverb. In case of number 2, same thing. Before noun we are getting here heart. That's why it will be an adjective. And here after verb we are getting heart. So after verb it will be an adverb. Okay, dear students. Now, in case of number 4, he is her only son. I have told you that before noun, son, noun. So here, this only will be an adjective because you are getting before noun. Before noun, if you get this word, this word will be an adjective. So this is an adjective. Now, she can write only. Look at the difference between these two words. Here, write only. After verb, you are getting here. Okay, it modifies verb. That's why it is adverb. It is an adverb. Okay, and this is verb. Is it clear? I think all of you are understanding it properly. Okay, now she spoke in a loud voice. This is very much same. This is very much same to the previous. Okay. Voice is a noun and a loud voice. So here noun, before noun you are getting adjective. Before noun you are getting adjective. Okay. Now look at the difference between these two examples. She spoke loudly. Here after verb you are getting the words. So actually it modifies verb. That's why it will be called an adverb. Okay, dear students. So here I gave some examples for you because so that I can make you understand the difference between an adjective and an adverb properly. So dear students, I think all of you have understood it properly and you will not make any kind of mistake in case of writing an adverb or in case of writing an adjective. So I think you will do it well. Dear students, now I am going to start my feedback session. In my feedback session, I am going to make you some questions and certainly I hope that you will do well. Okay, dear students, look at the board. Students, I have written here some sentences in my feedback session. I think you will be able to give the answer properly. Okay, dear students, first one, the boy often makes mistakes. Write it down and write the proper answer. Second one, it rained heavily last night. Identify the correct adverb that you have learned today. Then, where do you live? Then, in the fourth sentence, the man came inside. Identify it. Then, fifth one, the sea is very stormy. Okay, so identify these sentences. I think all of you have done well and you have written the correct answer. First one, what will be the first answer? Adverb of frequency. Great. You have done well. Now second one, it rained heavily last night. What will be the answer? Yes, very good. Adverb of time. Then third one, where do you live? Can you remember the answer? Yes, this is an interrogative adverb. Interrogative adverb. Okay, now fourth one, the man came inside. Can you remember the answer or can you tell me the right answer? Yes, very good. This is adverb of place. Adverb of place. Now, final one for you. The sea is very stormy. What will be the answer? Yes, adverb of degree. Adverb of degree. So dear students, I think all of you have done well and you have written the correct answers and you have paid attention throughout the class. Okay dear students, now in the end of the class I am going to give you homework. Okay dear students, now look at the board. Okay dear students, now homework for you. Homework. Exercise from Navadut book. You will just practice it. I mean, this will be learned. Okay, only for your learning. So I think you will learn it properly. I mean, you will exercise from the Navadut book properly so that you can understand all the things properly. Okay, dear students, if you practice it, then it will be, it will be a great benefit for you, because whenever you will practice after watching this class, then you will be able to solve your problems. Or if you get any problem, you will be able to ask it to your teacher, actually subject teacher. So dear students, I think you will exercise, I mean you will learn it properly. Okay dear students, so thank you all. All of you have learned this class properly, all of you have attended this class properly, and you have cooperated me nicely. So thank you all. See you again dear students. Thank you all.